Thank you. Meantime, coaches at Auburn University under fire for participating in a revival on campus with thousands of students getting baptized. But an atheist group says the coaches' attendance is unconstitutional. Let's bring in Tonya Prewitt, who is credited with starting the whole thing, and Jeremy Dys, senior counsel at First Liberty Institute, who is representing Auburn coach Hugh Freeze. Welcome both to you. Tonya, I want to talk to you first because you began praying and then others kind of started joining in. I want to hear your version of this. We're going to put some video while you tell us this, but kind of tell us what happened and what you think was going on.
The vision for Unite started as a result, honestly, of me mentoring a few girls who were battling unimaginable pain and anxiety. And I heard one story after another, one particular girl who was isolated alone in her closet, praying she didn't wake up the next day. And this was just one of many stories of girls who just felt like they couldn't cope and they were not okay. And so I felt like I knew the answer and I had to do something. And the answer was prayer. And we began meeting on Auburn's campus once a week, every Friday from January to May. We met, we prayed. It grew from 5 students to about 200. And then on September 12th, God really moved on our campus as a result of those prayers.
Yeah, it really was. The pictures are amazing, and it really is one of those astonishing things. We saw this kind of happen last year, and I wonder if it's kind of bubbling up again. Meantime, to you now, Jeremy, because Freedom from Religion says this about Coach Freeze and the athlete baptism. Quoting here, Auburn sports programs are full of young and impressionable student athletes who would not risk giving up their scholarship, playing time, or a good recommendation from their coach by speaking out or voluntarily opting out of any team religious activities, even if they strongly disagreed with his beliefs. And you say what, Jeremy?
Well, it's unfortunate that someone have such a cynical take on what is otherwise a remarkable movement across this country and there in Auburn, where lives are being changed because people like Tonya and others are spending time praying and hoping that things will get done on campus for these students who are in desperate need of someone to love them. And it happens to be people like Tonya and others that are willing to come out and love on them. And Coach Freeze just happened to be doing Christian things as a Christian. Nobody should really be surprised that would be the case at all. The founding fathers certainly wouldn't be bothered by that whole thing. And I want to talk to the students across the country that at their campus. Don't shy away from this. The free exercise of religion protects your right to do this very thing. And moms just like Tonya across the country, you can too. The First Amendment is here to protect you. And if you have any questions about that, just go to firstliberty.org so we can help out.
Yeah, it's a good piece of advice there. Lastly to you, Tonya, I just want to know, what do you think is happening at some of these universities across the country, including Auburn?
I think that Christians are rising up. And they're wanting to not just unite their student body, not just unite their college campus. I think they're rising up. They want to unite the nation. They want to see God move. They want to see freedom come. We had students that were saying, hey, I was invited to this event. I didn't know anything about it. I walked in contemplating suicide. I walked out with the most joy and peace I've ever had in my life. We had one of the guys that was baptized said, you know, I've been battling addiction for 10 years, and for the first time I felt freedom. And that's what it's all about. Prayer makes a difference. It's time for the church to rise up and pray.
Yeah. Well, listen, full disclosure, I have a daughter at Alabama, Roll Tide, but I'm still big fans of both of you. So, you know, I'll give you a War Eagle. So thank you so much for coming back. Best of luck to you. Best of luck to you, Tonya, and your daughter who is at Auburn. Thank you.
Thank you.